ability again from Alperian, keeping targets up. As Ragnaros landing a 4-man Sulfurous Smash. Durance of Hate from Mephisto, and this combination executed perfectly at the end of the game.
From Alarak, make it a quad kill set up by that EC.
Wow, did you see that mosh pit? 4-man mosh pit while on a conveyor belt. That was like a regular sushi line.
Nukerak, 4 at 50%. Both cores are just absolutely melting. Which one's going to go down first? I think this is going to be Respect the Gooses. Oh my goodness.
Ring. Oh my goodness, the ring. Jaina just pulling up everybody here. That's a 4, make it 5
And it
for
does
nothing.
knock them all up. What a play! Oh my God! Somebody please clip that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to twitch.tv/MurdaRG. I'm your host, Murda, joined once again, just like last night if you were here, by my man Stoic. Wait, he's not over there, he's over here. What's up, Stoic?
Hey, happy to be here.
So yeah, tonight we got House of Chez and Phoenix Rising Emerald. And Division B East, of course, is their division. Final week of the season, final match of the season for both of these teams. Unfortunately, though, Phoenix Rising will not be able to reach the amount of points needed to qualify for the playoffs. But tonight, they can play the role of spoilers up against House of Chez, currently sitting with 14 points in the standings. They're in 10th place, but a domination tonight could really help them out and maybe move them as high as 7th place. So they're going to be looking for that win tonight. I'm sure they're ready to go. Stoic, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
I'm just looking at these standings here. It seems to me that they need to secure a win puts them in playoffs, or a win puts them at 16 points, which would put them in the 8th spot. House of Chez, right?
Yeah. A domination could move them even higher, up to 7th place above Duratan's couch.
Yeah, there you go. So it looks House of Chez looking for a win. They've got their playoff season on the line tonight. So we'll see what they pull out to make this happen.
A lot of stakes on the line this evening.
It's true. It's going to be a
some
meaty
steaks,
match.
Maybe some steaks on the grill, too. Maybe we see some butcher.
Oh, that would be interesting here.
Oh, look, you're getting some shout-outs in our in-game lobby, Stoic.
Oh, what's up?
These guys must like you.
Oh, what's up, fam?
I also know that guy. Hey, I know him. He used to play with me on Regen. But let's see if they're ready to go. And while we're waiting for this ready check, I can go over our map bans this evening. House of Chez, they won the toss, opted for the first hero pick on our first draft. So Phoenix Rising Emerald, they banned away Dragonshire and Braxis Holdout. House of Chez banned away Alterac Pass and Towers of Doom. And here for game number 1, it will be a map we've seen oh so much here in Season 9. Volskaya Foundry. It'll be a snow map, Stoic, and did we see a snow map last night? I think we did, right? Did we?
Man, you're asking the wrong person.
Didn't. No, I don't think we did.
Okay, good. I have no recollection of last night. It happened.
It happened. Something happened. Either way, excited to get this one underway. Just waiting to hear from these captains. We do have all of our players in the lobby. Oh my god, Shui is going savage in chat right now. Keep it easy, Shui. Keep it easy.
Talking about me?
I guess. You ain't talking about me. I got a hat on.
Yeah, that's true. I should go put my hat on.
I got my Heroes Hearth jersey on. I don't know if you guys saw Heroes Hearth's announcement today. It looks like they have something in the works for the winter season this year. So yeah, check that out. I think it was their Heroes CCL account on Twitter. At Heroes CCL, something like that. Check it out. I retweeted it. Seems cool. We'll find out more soon, I'm sure. We're getting some R's in chat. So I think we are about to launch into draft number 1, Volskaya Foundry. 3, 2, 1. And here we go. There it is.
The extended go brings it home for us.
You gotta time it, man. You gotta time it. Alright, so as mentioned, House of Chez, they're first on the clock here for this draft. We already have a hydrate coming out. This one, let me check who that one's from. This is from Chez, of course. A couple hydrates, so one for you, one for me, Stoic.
My water's empty. I actually completed.
God.
I did all 3 liters today, so I was pretty proud of myself.
Chez even says 1 each, so like we'll have to save it for you. Maybe I'll be nice and take this one for you now. Although I just ate so much McDonald's, I told you pregame. I feel like I'm about to explode. I got a quad burger. There was 4 patties on that thing. I was hungry. I ate the whole thing, and some fries.
What did you order to get a quad burger? I'm not that familiar.
You
with
order the
McDonald's.
triple cheeseburger and you add an extra patty. Secret for the fatties like me, okay?
Nice.
It's like if you go to In-N-Out, you get the 4x4 animal style. It's like McDonald's version of it.
The hair's getting worse, fam. Rhaegar picked up here for House of Chez. Anna banned out on the other side for Phoenix Rising Emerald.
So yeah, 2 supports already taken away in this draft, and that'll bring them a bit deeper. Of course, we still have seen a lot of Anduin recently, and actually I've noticed Malfurion moving back into the meta as well. A lot of support options right now, so unless you're really trying to choke out a target on the other side that they play consistently, I'm not sure banning out supports is really the way to go anymore.
Yeah, definitely the meta has been otherwise. It's been those, those flavor of the weeks and the tanks. Zool sometimes being both.
And hello in chat to Whoa No, haven't seen you in a while, my man. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Hopefully you've been good. And maybe we see you back in NGS soon. That'd be fantastic. Zool banned out, 1 more left belonging to Phoenix Rising, and they will continue their support bans. There goes Malfurion.
This is a healer choke.
That'll leave open Johanna, though, Stoic. A top-tier tank. Both main tanks still available if you count Johanna and ETC. They're the 2 that we've seen the most of.
Yeah, from Phoenix Rising Emerald, I'd expect them here to pick up something like the Deckard in this first round, only just to complete this healer choke. Otherwise, giving up the Johanna, there's the Deckard.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I forgot to mention his name. Maybe he's the best. And speaking of the best, I think Cassia is the best hero in the game right now. Earlier in the season, I was saying a lot of Mephisto. I thought Mephisto was looking really good. But now with Cassia and her recent rework and then the additional buff, I suppose, she is fantastic right now. I saw her do a full team wipe multiple times already. And with that Deckard Cain, it's going to leave some wide open fens, I'm imagining. Second 2 picks will be Orphea and Lucio for House of Chez.
Yeah, Caribou here getting options pretty limited as far as supports goes. My next guess would have been Lieutenant Morales.
Is she still a hero? Actually, no, I did
Looks
see
like
it.
it's time for a shout out.
Oh, we got a shout out in chat. Hold on. Valkymer shouting out his mom. Hi, Mom. If you're out there, Valk's mom, I'm honored. Very honored. And thank you for watching.
A shout out to Valk's mom in the chat. She's here. What a blessing.
Blaze, the final ban for Phoenix Rising Emerald's going to leave 1 more on the clock for House of Chez. They can target out a tank here. Maybe take away the ETC as a strong option to pair him with Deckard Cain and Cassia. I'd be surprised if that's not their choice. But we still have 5 seconds to find out.
Yeah, if I was banning, I'd ban Reigns ETC as well. There it is.
Well, we're smart. We got a couple of them banned out. We chose, right?
Yeah, we called a couple of shots here. Feeling pretty good.
Picks 3 and 4 now for Phoenix Rising Emerald. We'll see what tank they want to go for. There's a Tassadar picked up for Ace. And Garrosh selected for Rain.
Garrosh the pick. Could do a good job shutting down Orphea if she decides to get too frisky on the back line. I personally think Orphea is an excellent counter to Tassadar. We'll see how Tassadar does trying to not get caught in all of Orphea's spells.
2 picks left here, and I'd imagine we end up seeing... Oh, whoa, not him. That's not who I was thinking. But great picks. Ridley and Flash going to hop on Deathwing and Lunara.
Okay, exciting picks here. I'm assuming this is going to be Deathwing in the off lane and Lunara in the 4-man. Could be reversed, as we've yet to see what Hydra will pick up for that Bruiser off-lane role.
Thinking face.
The young Titan grabs Imperious.
Oh, and a new skin! Holla! Look at that one. Alright, chat. While I'm asking Stoic his thoughts on this match, I'm going to be opening up our Game 1 poll. But Stoic, before they get the option to choose, who you thinking here for game number 1?
I really like PRE's draft here. I think with a strong damage, excellent poke of Tassadar and Cassia, as well as the burst to follow that up, and a strong front line like Imperious and Garrosh. I like their draft. I think they have the tools to beat them. I think right now, just looking at the draft, I think I'd go with Phoenix Rising.
Nice. But
I voted against Johanna. Ooh, oh dang. I can't do that.
Wait, yeah, isn't that rule number 1 with you?
That is rule number 1. I changed my vote. House of Chez.
Yeah, Shui, sorry about that. I was trying to check something really quick on Discord. My apologies. NA production, I understand. That's my fault. But already some votes coming in for Phoenix Rising Emerald. 100% of the votes so far. So if you're here rooting for House of Chez, it is time to let your voice be heard. Head on over to chat up at the top. Select the team you would like to win. And be sure to hit submit so your vote is tabulated. Well, Sky Foundry will be map number 1. And here we go. I'll quickly introduce this team on the left-hand side. The captain coming out first playing Lunara. It is Flash. Chesmic's going to be on the Johanna. There's Caribou on Lucio. The dude's going to be playing Orphea. And Deathwing somewhere. I don't know who's playing it, so I got to hit this. It's Ridley. Give it up for House of Chez.
And the red team with Jimmy playing Deckard, Ace on Tassadar, Rain playing Garrosh, the Lazy Hydra on Imperious, and Lothair playing Cassia. It is Phoenix Rising Emerald.
And this is a great Cassia skin as well. Look at that. Oh, and on the mounts. Look at these mounts. They got the ducky mounts.
They do.
I love them.
We got a bunch of big ballers over here with the spending.
Yeah, they're dropping those Blizz bucks. We do have a disconnect. Looks like they want a pause, and there it is. We'll take a quick swap on back to the webcams just to say hello to us. Did have you off screen for a moment, so you're getting some bonus time with Stoic as penance, I suppose. What do you got, a Nike shirt on today?
It's actually a shirt from my university that says "Just Honor It."
Oh.
Brigham Young University alum here checking in.
Oh, BYU.
So, yeah, BYU.
There you go.
But it does look like Nike.
Wait, 2 players disconnected now? Apparently the snow is crashing people's computers. Like, that's what's happening. 2
I've
players.
personally noticed an FPS drop. Have you?
No, I'm getting 165 frames, but, you know, sorry.
All right, Mr. Flex. I definitely noticed that my frames dropped with this new patch because of all these little snowflakes and fog. Specifically the fog is what kills my computer.
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. I actually put a post out there on Reddit today making my suggestion for the rain maps. I know a lot of you are like, man, I can never tell when the lightning's going to come, and it's always like weird timing. Like one guy was posting about how he was like running away with about 1 health. I'm sure he had a little bit more.
Oh, I saw that.
You read that one? And then he gets the lightning, crashes on him right as he's next to a camp, and the camp kills him. You know, my suggestion was, it looks like we're loading back in. My suggestion was, if you've ever played Zelda Breath of the Wild, the way the lightning works in that game and gives you like a notification almost, like you start sparking up and then it crashes, you get more of an indication of when that's going to happen. So I put something on Reddit. I don't think people really liked my idea. I got like maybe 12 upvotes and like 3 people saying, hard disagree, Murda, hard disagree. So I'm crazy. I'm not a developer. What do I know?
No, I like it. It'll be 13. Garrosh, sneaky tank with a quick toss, taps on a wall to follow it up. But Chesmic's, with the help of Unstoppable and the Deathwing, will make it out of there alive.
Yeah, I think everyone made it out, huh? Look at that. Bottom lane, it is going to be the solo lane Lunara up against the Lazy Hydra's Imperious. He's also on that duck mount. Is everyone on the duck mount? I think most of them, at least.
Most of them. No?
Oh, Ace is not. Neither is Rain. Rain's on the rain cloud. Makes sense.
It does make sense. Both teams opting to get their camp right here at the 1 minute mark. Other than that, pretty standard rotations here for Volskaya Foundry. It's a map with very predictable objectives, and so very easy to script out this early game for both teams.
Yeah, you guys are really going to have to forgive me. I feel like I'm drunk on McDonald's right now. No joke. Shockray going to land onto Johanna. She's just fine. Rain going to stand in this bush, maybe looking to see if he can find a target, but no one nearby. 4 heroes in this top lane right now for Phoenix Rising Emerald, as it's Cassia, the one to step forward. She picked up charge strikes at level 1. I like this talent, especially when fighting on Volskaya Foundry, because heroes will be stacked up, and those basic attacks, oh, they will hurt, baby.
Yeah. Pretty much dead even here as both teams about level 4. Red team maybe slightly behind on a single wave. Not sure where it would have come from. But a slight lead for blue team.
Rain was looking for a toss there, but he just didn't connect on Lunara. She's too fast. She's got the hip hops. Let's take a peek at the bottom lane matchup, however. It's Imperious versus Deathwing, and, you know, you can't really spear a Deathwing as Imperious. There's a big roar coming out from Ridley. I think changing into the form is going to go into that. I think it's the World Breaker form is what it's called. The stronger of the two, in my opinion.
Yeah. While we were looking at the bottom lane, Johanna was tossed in, but unstoppable herself to safety. Hearth back. Rain looking for another throw. Finds Flash. But Lunara again hip-hops her way to safety.
Yeah, it's a little off target with the stun that time for Garrosh. Gonna try to recoup those later on in the game, of course. He'll have plenty of opportunities. You see Lunara playing so close by to these heroes, getting some scouting off onto this support camp, now getting tossed in. There's the fend from Cassia. Can she finish the job?
Oh.
Yes, she can. Lothair, the captain for Phoenix Rising Emerald, getting the first blood of the game. And it should be a camp pickup as well. The wall is down. And this thing's very low. There it goes. Secured by Rain, and there's the biotic emitter.
Yeah, actually significant advantage here going over the red team in that they have 2 items to the blue team's none.
Yeah,
So
they
this
dropped
first
the turret
objective,
there, huh?
they sure did. Set level 7 advantage. Red team will get an early channel. Blue team gets the early channel, but red team should force them off. If Ridley, though, taking quite a few points of damage, almost losing 2 armor plates. As now red team takes over the control point A.
Rain's going to stand up front. There's that Molten Flame coming out from Deathwing, but not going to hit onto many heroes. Quickly going to cancel it and start marching down to the bottom lane, just moments away from level 7. Imperious already down here. Going to get some damage off onto Ridley's Deathwing as the rest of House of Chez working on picking up yet another turret. And there goes Cassia as well, along now with Tassadar and Deckard Cain, going to grab a second turret for Phoenix Rising Emerald.
Yeah, levels now equalized here. 3 items to 1. Lunara thrown in. Stun connects. Spear from Imperious does not quite make it. Rain dropping very low. Drops the healing camp. Is able to walk away. Will find tap. Red team with only 20% left to go. And Ridley falling very low. Cassia jumps in with the fend for the finish. Now, Orphea's out of position. Thrown by Garrosh. And she will smack. This is a 3-0 in a kill lead. Lunara falling very low. Cassia with another kill. Cleaning house here.
Dude, I'm telling you, this hero is just bonkers right now. Lothair, I believe, yeah, 3 of the 4 kills right now with the Cassia. And really showing why this is a first pick hero right now in this meta. There's really not many things that counter it. There's a Johanna on the other side. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Because when you blind me, I'm just going to fend. You can't blind the fend.
Can't blind the fend. Now 4 kills to 0, an entire level advantage with his first protector going top lane.
There's the power glove onto one of those towers and also gonna whittle down the other one with a few of those punches. Now laser onto the fountain. There's the big orb of destruction. Fountain down, towers down, wall down. Just a fort standing here in this top lane right now for House of Chez, but the rotation's gonna head back towards the mid lane. They want a bit more value and some more of these key structures at the wall.
Ace in a little bit of trouble here as Johanna steps up, slows from Lunara and Orphea. Johanna finds that Condemn Punish combo. Excellent peel coming out here from that protector. And there goes Orphea again.
Dude, it's Cassia. 4th kill of the game already for Lothair. That one picked up with the level 10 ball lightning talent. And really saving the day there was that power glove coming out from the protector. Right on the money, shoving Orphea into some towers, giving her enough damage, and really set up that ball lightning for Cassia to get the finish.
Yep. Red team now with 2 level advantage here. We'll see what they decide to do with it. Rain stepping up, looking to find a throw. Ridley, not the target there. Looks like they're going to try and use this advantage to grab this support camp in full vision of the blue team, who now has their level 10s.
And Deathwing's going to try walking in. Of course, cannot be stunned, rooted, or any of that stuff. Going to throw out that huge Cataclysm. It's going to get some value. Cassia's the first to fall. That's been the MVP so far. As we do see a taunt now from Garrosh. There's to stay a while and listen, but I don't think they have enough damage from Cassar to get a finish. Caribou's going to leap in, try to finish off Deckard Cain along with Deathwing, but Jimmy, he's got the Kool-Aid in his back pocket. Going to survive for now.
Excellent stay a while and listen there. That definitely secured Rain not falling there. So only one hero goes down, with Orphea taking out Cassia for the vengeance kill.
Unfortunately, though, for House of Chez, they weren't able to pick up any additional kills on the back end of that play. Who got the biotic emitter? It's the dude, Orphea, able to step in there and grab it. And now a couple more turrets available on each side of the map. There is Caribou and Flash working on it for HOC. And for PRE, it'll be Jimmy and Lothair grabbing this for the 3rd time in the game.
Yeah, going into, now looking towards this second objective that'll spawn at the top of the map. Red team has secured themselves an advantage in that there is no wall or fountain here for the blue team. The blue team will have a slight item lead, having that heal kit. We'll see if that's enough to swing the tide in their favor.
Ooh, big rotate now onto Deathwing. Ridley could be in trouble. As that bellowing roar, and there it is, going to push Garrosh towards the wall, but he pops his Indomitable. Of course he can't stun him, but Tassadar, yeah, you can put those walls in his way. Cataclysm now coming back directly at them. A little risky move there by Ridley. Not sure exactly what he was wanting to do with that. But it does.
You know what? I wonder if that was a stall so the blue team can clear out this top wall.
Well, yeah, pretty good value. You're right. Pretty darn good. Top wall down. They don't get the fountain, however, and of course, control point B will be next. You can consider this a little bit of an advantage right now for Phoenix Rising Emerald, as they have the level 13s and they still have their fountain in that top lane.
Yep. With 15 seconds to go, blue team taking their siege camp just to get that back on cooldown, as it will be in the contested lane, so probably easily cleared up. Red team deciding to grab theirs as well. Level 13s for both teams, 5 kills in favor of Phoenix Rising to the 1 of House of Chez.
Still waiting to see the pick from Deathwing. There it is. Ruination. And it'll be Chesmix stepping on the point first for House of Chez. That's Johanna. Definitely the sturdiest hero in this game right now. And no contest coming out as of yet from Phoenix Rising Emerald. They want to try to clear out this siege camp first. And maybe find a toss onto Lunara. A lot of poison applied, but the barrier well done by Lucio. Keeping everyone up for now. Rain stepping into some of those potions to stay alive. And it looks like everyone's going to survive for now, with a few heroics being burnt on both sides. Just the leaping strikes, bellowing roar, and ball lightning remain.
Yeah, Flash still very low, but wow, big Orphea Deathwing combos coming out here. Red team looking quite low, as now the blue team is back up to healthy for the most part. Deathwing, though, falling quite low, down to 1 armor plate.
And they do throw out that biotic emitter, the only thing keeping them alive. Rain trying to walk inside of it. Might not be the best idea for Garrosh. No potions nearby, but has just a little bit of health. Now able to walk back in is Imperious along with Cassia, but still no finish. Oh, they do. They get the Johanna as Deathwing dropping in from the sky. That wall was thrown out by Tassadar, but had to be quickly picked up because Imperious was on the other side. You can't Cataclysm like that, Deathwing. A big
Cassia
pickup on the dragon.
2 more. Yeah, Cassia finds 2 more kills here.
Oh boy. That'll
Wow.
bring the total up to 6 now for Lothair. And let's take a quick peek at our hero damage. It is Cassia in the lead with 31k. On the opposite end, it's the captain for House of Chez playing this Lunara at 27k. And a 1 level lead for PRE.
You know, shout out to Jimmy in that last fight. Excellent potion placement and excellent healing overall, keeping his team alive as many of them fell very low. Good pots, good juice.
Yeah, the pots are good. We have seen the Stay a While and Listen as well, I think used pretty decent in an earlier fight. I'm not sure I really saw what it did in the last fight, if it was even used. It was probably there, I just missed it. Typical Murda, you know? Protector picked up, though. It's Garrosh and Deckard Cain inside. They're going to pick up that top fort and start rotating towards mid or bottom. We'll see. Deathwing currently in that bottom lane, so they might stop off at this mid fort first.
I think mid fort is the call, as they're going to take it down very quickly. This Protector still with above 80% health. Needs to get those last couple punchy punches. Still with a minute to go and 66%. They can get some damage on this bottom wall. Set up for objective point 3. Or objective point C, that's embarrassing.
I mean, they've been making really great use of this. Look at the lasers always on the proper targets. Haven't missed anything with any of these Protector abilities. You just get max value, you get all the damage, and they might even finish off this second tower if they stand in here just a little bit longer. Yes, they will. Well done by PRE with both of these objectives.
Yeah, this looks like a very practical... I mean, Deckard and Garrosh are in this every time. They know where to go. They know what to shoot. They've earned themselves this structure advantage here that they've got on this first map.
Glove coming out, hitting onto Chesmix, going to prevent it from hitting onto that fort. So with just 5 seconds remaining, that's likely going to be it for this objective. Now level 16s for both teams. Might see Chesmix walk in with his Blessed Shield. Try to set up a play, but we're not seeing it yet.
Yeah, decides otherwise. Level advantage to Phoenix Rising as they will quickly grab their camp, bringing their item total to 2.
And having to clear up catapults, really the one thing that's occupying their mind right now. Mid lane, top lane, forts are down. That's going to leave open this bottom lane, and here comes a big engage with just Deathwing in defense. Not going to be able to do too much on their own. Ridley might have a Molten Flame to throw out, but outside of that, you know, I think this fort's going to end up falling. The rotation not coming out at all. Instead, on the top fort right now is House of Chez trying to get whatever value they can find, but that's going to also now create an opportunity for PRE to start pressuring onto this keep wall.
Oh man, if this keep wall falls before the third objective, this is a huge advantage for PRE. This top lane, while there are siege camps, the next objective to spawn top won't be for another 10 minutes.
That's a lot of minutes.
That is a lot of minutes left in this game, and you know, PRE looks like they want to end it well before objective number 5.
Well, do we consider this fully down? I mean, the wall has like 5% health. Both towers are down. That's a pretty strong push from PRE, and now also going to parlay that into a pick up a steal on this enemy fortification camp, now holding on to 2 turrets and a biotic emitter.
Strong setup. Blue team able to pick up that healing camp though, while red team was spending their time bottom. We'll see PRE go to pick up their siege camp as these teams play a little bit of this yin-yang ring around the rosy, as Muffin put it last night.
We got Ektar in chat right now reminding you guys, I've already mentioned it of course, how much the playoff implications are going to be impacted during this match. Of course you have House of Chez currently sitting in, what did I say, 10th or 11th place, I forget, something like that. But if they get 2 or 3 points tonight, they're in, right? Pretty much in, right? And PRE, like, they're out. So the only thing they can do tonight is play the role of spoiler. And so far, that's looking like it might be the case.
Yeah, House of Chez needs to win 2 to secure this for them.
Stay a while and listening, gonna slow down Ridley stepping in, but not gonna find a kill. There is a turret being dropped there.
Ooh.
By House of Chez. Now all they have is 1 biotic emitter Stoic. That's a huge disadvantage heading into control point C.
Yeah, and you know what? They're about a level behind here on the race to 20. PRE at 19.5. They honestly could give the first little bit of channel here to soak that 20 and come on to look for a team wipe and end this game.
I just pulled my standings back up. It's currently 10th place for House of Chez. They are 1 point behind 8th place. They could tie it with just 1 map win. But if they get 3, they move all the way up to 7th place. That should probably be enough to make the playoffs. It's going to be close either way. But if they don't get any points tonight, they're good as done.
Yeah.
That'll help.
That will help as Lazy Hydra falls up in the top lane. Yeah, House of Chez tied currently for that 9th place spot with Diver Vision, who also have another game to play, it appears. So House of Chez really wanted to get this domination tonight if they're going to secure that playoff spot.
Well, the control point's active. No one has yet moved on it. Still 0% to 0% with Imperius dead for another 33 seconds. It'll be quite some time. And, in fact, enough time for House of Chez to catch up on their Storm talent tier. Just a second away from getting level 20s for themselves. Also going to be grabbing a fortification camp turret. It's going to help them on control point C, where they're pretty unarmed right now. Just the one turret and also a biotic emitter still being held by Orpheus. She's had that for quite some time.
Meanwhile, red team is stacked. The 4 alive each have an item.
Ooh, that's a lot of weaponry.
Looks like the call has been made to get this support camp.
Wait, they can't hold the item. They need Imperius to get here.
Hydra is running. He is booking down here.
Save
Looks like
it for me!
they're gonna concede bottom objective and bottom keep and bottom fort in favor of this item. We'll see
You're
if they
right.
can get
I
there
don't
in
think
time.
they can get here. Can they? I mean, it'll be
I don't-
really close. 90%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The stalls are in, and the protector is going to be secured by House of Chez.
Yeah, we'll see how if red team can burn this, or if blue team is in a position to take the first keep of the game.
It certainly could be. Of course, mid lane has some pressure marching at it, so Deathwing's going to be sent to split off and clear up the mid lane and perhaps even that top lane as well. Are they leaving this thing to push for free? What's going on? They're trying to get behind.
Looking
Oh, they're
for a
marching
flank.
behind the big flank. Deathwing's not here, not even in the sky, so can't really show up to this fight at all. There's going to be the Eternal Feast coming up from
Jimmy!
Orphea. The big dive onto... Oh, man. She's dead quickly. Biotic emitter thrown down on both sides. Backside, it's Lucio trying to escape as the protector, still trying to wail away, but, you know, you can't really heal yourself when you're inside there. Like, what are you going to do, right? Now being stopped. No, wait, you can walk right through that. That's fun. Protector
Yes,
doesn't care about the force wall.
Blessed Shield comes out to disengage. Johanna with the unstoppable will walk away. Rain looking for that last throw in there. Instead, will opt to grab this turret, but with a 5v4 advantage, it's on them to make a decision where they want to go and push this next fight. Looks like the top siege camp will be the call. Rain leading the charge. His team right behind him.
And they will be able to steal this one away with Orpheus still down for at least 15 more seconds. Now going to try to pressure out this top lane as well, but a minion wave is going to be pretty far away. All they're going to have is this siege camp for now, but it's shooting from a pretty good distance, helping them finish off at least one of these towers, along with that shockwave from Tassadar. Remember, they're still holding on to 3 of these fortification turrets, and if anyone steps out, they could be in a lot of trouble with Rain willing to throw him over his shoulder and land that stun. But so far, it's going to be just fine. They back out after getting the wall.
Not bad here. Again, maybe they're setting up for objective number 5, as the next one will spawn in this middle lane.
Or 4, either way.
Oh, I was saying the top lane would be number 5, right?
Oh, right.
I was trying to be
I got
silly.
you
And,
now.
oh, but as we do that,
Whoa!
the taunt comes
Cataclysm!
out onto the dude. Cataclysm goes in, flash low in the back, as is Garrosh.
The
All
ball
these
lightning's
health
bouncing forever!
Oh, the sleep from Jimmy.
I mean, that's just it, right? That's got to be
This
it.
is GG, for sure. Blue team walks
PRE, they just got a sidewall, finish off one of these keeps. They got 40 seconds till Orphea's back up. It's just Deathwing here. Low on health, only has the 2 armor plates right now, so has to go up in the sky. It's going to take a bit to regen that health and be able to land and have any chance at a defense. So looking really good right now for PRE for the early upset on map number 1.
Yeah, you know what? I think this is game number 1 favorite PRE. These never-ending potions are being thrown out, and the core is locked in shield. It's falling quickly. Deathwing, the heroic defense drops.
Power Gloves may be the strongest defender here right now, as we do see the GGs in chat. Well done by Phoenix Rising Emerald, walking away with the map number 1 victory on Volskaya Foundry.
played. Lots of good calls there. From PRE, the decision to grab the 5th item and concede that 3rd objective seemed a little scary, but they were able to quickly climb back with a great flank there and find those kills and kind of swing momentum back.
Yeah, whoever made that decision, the shot call to take that flanking route into the fight, really well done, because they caught him off guard. I don't even know if they knew that Deathwing was split out in that moment. Even so, the call was beautiful, well executed, and then the fight there at the end, we didn't even have many words. It was just happening in the flash of an eye. I was like, yeah, there's a cataclysm. So much is going on. But ultimately, I think Cassia was just too much to handle for House of Chez. Maybe want to consider a ban in game number 2.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we saw Cassia just absolutely oppressive there. I mean, I saw a lot of value as well coming from that Imperious level 20 Heavenly Host. I think there was at least once when I saw Deckard should have fallen, but got that shield from the Imperious ult. I mean, but then again, those Deckard potions were at the right place, at the right time. All around strong showing from PRE in game number 1.
Well, ladies and gents, we're going to be taking a very short break, grabbing some water. If you guys need to go use the restroom, we got about 2 minutes. And we'll quickly have a word from our sponsor. All right, we're good. Welcome back in. As promised, Stoic did a little hair comb for you guys. Thank you, Stoic. We appreciate it. And some water? Look at that. I think you did owe that drink to Shui.
Yeah, there's one for interest as well.
I just tried that drink from mine, and I put my mouth in the wrong spot. The straw wasn't there. I'm still drunk on McDonald's, apparently. Big oof. Finally having all of our people here in this lobby. Thank you for joining us, Stoic.
Yep.
And I'm going to let them know we're ready to go. Looks like we're going to be loading into Battlefield of Eternity for game number 2. Might play a bit differently than what we just saw in Volskaya.
Yeah, you know, Battlefield, the more I play this map and think about this map, is definitely there's a lot more complexity. Volskaya, as I mentioned at the beginning, there's a script, you can follow that, and you can always rely on that. Battlefield has a lot more complexity during the objective phases of when to defend, when to attack, you know, how to run that. We'll see
Yeah, and more random positioning. Of course, you're never going to necessarily know after the first objective where those immortals are going to be spawning, which can alter gameplay there. If you want an opportunity to race, but then it's on the opposite end of the map, you might have to play a bit riskier than you might have wanted to.
Yeah, we'll see who that favors here. I mean, if that will come into play, or which team's going to be able to adapt to those changes here.
Well, once again, it'll be House of Chez first to pick here on Battlefield of Eternity, just like they were in game number 1. They banned out Rhaegar and Zool, and then their final ban was onto ETC. Do they want to continue banning out supports? I mentioned game number 1. I don't necessarily think that's the best strategy right now. Unless you really, really, really hate playing against Rhaegar, and apparently they do, I don't know if it's worth banning out.
You know, I would say maybe 2 support bans is a lot. The Rhaegar is so strong. I mean, Bloodlust at the right time, it's even if you draft, the responses to it can still be such a powerful combo, especially at level 20. I would expect to see a Cassia ban here. I'd be surprised to maybe they go to pick Cassia. I don't know.
Well, game number 1, they tried picking up the Johanna with their first selection. Didn't necessarily pay off for them because they left open the Cassia. I would be shocked if this ban right here isn't... Oh, man. I think this is a mistake.
They haven't played Cassia this season so far that I can see from my quick look. Maybe they have some in the back pocket. They're going to pull it out here. Maybe they were trying to hide that before playoffs, or maybe they think that the Tassadar poke was what allowed Cassia to pop off so much. I don't know.
Well, Ana was the other ban for PRE in game number 1. They might want to ban that out here again. They will. It's going to leave up the Cassia. Do they want to grab it now, House of Chez? They're going to have first pick.
There it is.
They will. Okay.
So this puts House of Chez in an interesting position because Cassia taking one of their assassin spots. Do they take another auto attack type assassin?
Well, this has to be a Johanna pick. You can't leave the Johanna open to pair it in with the Cassia. So we have one guarantee pick. There it is for Rain. We knew he wanted it in game 1.
Yep.
And then do they go back with Deckard Cain? They do.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the play. Man. So this puts an interesting position here on the blue team for their how they're going to kill this immortal. Because do they pick up a hero like Vala or Raynor and having 2 racers that are susceptible to a Johanna blind, or do they opt to go something like Li Ming, spell damage, or Artanis with amateur opponent?
I do like the Li Ming pickup. It's going to give them a hero that can just poke down the immortal. ETC can really help make sure Li Ming stays safe, one of the best peelers in the game. And with Cassia, I mean, she doesn't necessarily have to go into that Charge Strikes build like we saw in game number 1 from Lothair. Can just go with the Javelin build and maybe work it from that angle and try poking along these immortals along with Li Ming.
That's true. That'd be an incredible amount of spell damage poke here.
Final ban will be another healer taken away by Phoenix Rising Emerald. It's Anduin. And now we're looking at our final ban of the map belonging to House of Chez. And really so many different angles that Phoenix Rising Emerald can go. They have pretty neutral heroes so far with the Johanna and Deckard Cain, not really showing too much of their composition. So they're going to take away a racer. It's Greymane.
Yeah, I'd expect to see another Imperious here for the blue team. Maybe, or for the red team, excuse me. Maybe not, though. They'll need to think about ways to interrupt that ETC. They have 2 heroic interrupts in the Sleep and the Blessed Shield.
Right.
But Imperious would be a steal away. They'll hold that solo lane pick, which is probably a smart call. Raynor, an excellent racer. Definitely wins that early game if Exterminator is picked up at level 1, and Orpheus, an all-around solid mage.
You know, if I see Cassie on the other side, I'm thinking of ways you can guarantee lockdown. And look at the hero that's available still. It's Zool. No one's banned him. No one's picked him. And with that Bone Prison, it's such an easy way to guarantee lockdown on Cassie. I'm surprised they didn't pick it up yet. Ariel's going to be the support. And there is Sonya for the solo lane, going to be played by Ridley.
Wow. Zool, a good call here. That Bone Prism, easy to follow up on because it is so delayed. We'll see if it is Zool or what Hydra will pick up.
Yeah, still no solo lane pick. Zool could fit the bill. Of course, plenty of other options still available too. They could even go with something like a Leoric. It's going to be Kira though.
Huh. I guess Hydra feels confident into that Kira to Sonya matchup. It's not one that I know the outcome of, but I'm sure these two players do.
Well, game number 1, you guys were on the money. 100% of the vote going over to Phoenix Rising Emerald, and they did win. So 1 for 1 so far for chat. I'm going to open up our game 2 poll right now. Who's going to win it? Will it be House of Chez or Phoenix Rising Emerald? Poll is open right now, so head on over to chat. Up at the top, select the team you want to win, and hit that submit button. Stoic, who's going to win Battlefield of Eternity?
I voted against Johanna the first game.
But it paid off.
Right. It did pay off. Do I vote? Oh man, this is tough. Man. I think momentum. I think PRE has the momentum. I think they had a strong showing in game 1. I think that they ride this one out in game 2.
All right. An aggressive pick here. Stoic selecting Phoenix Rising Emerald. I tend to agree. I think they might have the momentum, but that Cassie on the other side, always going to be scary. Can they lock her in? I don't think they have too many great options to do so, but we'll find out as we load on in here to game number 2, Battlefields of Eternity, and I will quickly introduce this team on the left-hand side. We got the Dude playing Li Ming, Ridley on Sonya. There's Caribou playing the Oriole, Chesmix on ETC, and the Captain Flash on the number 1 hero in the game right now, Cassia, playing for their lives right now. Their season could be over if they drop this map. Give it up for House of Chez.
And in the red team, looking to end their chance of the playoffs is Johanna, played by Rain, Deckard, played by Jimmy, Orphea, played by Ace, Kira, played by the Lazy Hydra, and Rainer, played by last game's probably MVP and captain, Lothair.
And we are on a fog map this time. If you guys are unaware of what the fog does, when you stand in these vents, no matter what hero you are, you can become stealth, which is absolutely incredible. Some of our ganks we can end up seeing could really come out of nowhere. So we'll see what kind of nifty plays get set up on BOE. So far, a few heroes in that stealth mode, but no fight as of yet in the bottom lane. It'll be Sonya and Kira in the top lane, but still nothing going on there. So we'll follow the action down here on the bottom as it starts off with Rain with that condemn.
ETC rooted and blinded, not able to find that follow-up. Li Ming gets his solid orb here on the Rain. You know, Ariel Hope Generation on Cassie is pretty strong.
We are going to see the charge strikes again. I was wondering if they wanted to go into the Javelin build here in game 2 to kind of pair in with the Li Ming and have a similar strategy during the race. But you can never hate on charge strikes. It is the strongest of the talents at level 1 in my opinion. And we might get to see a little bit of it here as Rain's going to step in with this Johanna, pushing back House of Chez. Good slows and roots coming out from Deckard Cain as well, but they still haven't finished off this camp, and there could be opportunity to re-engage from House of Chez.
Yeah, really aggressive camp here, taking the 1 minute 30-second mark. Big damage coming out of the Caribou and Flash. Rain falling low. The whip will not be enough to finish him off. Red team will find a kill and the camp. Early lead as well.
Are they feeling the pressure, House of Chez? I wonder. You know, game 1, we already saw what happened there. They never really caught their footing at all. Like, they were just behind the whole time. The one time they had their protector, they lost a big fight. And I think tonight it just looks like Phoenix Rising Emerald is the better team so far.
Gank going top. Ridley will barely escape. Oh! Finds the kill through the wall.
Oh, the range on Rainer. You can call him Rangner. Beautifully done by the captain once again. Our game 1 MVP picking up right where he left off here in game number 2.
The dude rotating up to handle this lane probably knows that the team is on top getting that camp. Not wanting to contest there to face check that bush. Well, who knows who's waiting. 2 camps taken here by 2 minutes and 30 seconds for the red team.
Yeah, they're going to get number 3. Brewster Camp on time with Sonya making the split out onto the side of House of Chez. There's going to be Rainer with his Exterminator now getting help from Deckard Cain. Gonna need a few potions to get back up to full health as long as Jimmy doesn't steal them away. Hello. Wait, which one's Jimmy? There's 2 Jimmys if you think about it. We got Jimmy Rainer and we got Jimmy on Deckard.
Yeah, that's true. Team Jimmy clears out their 3rd camp, puts them out 2/3 of a level ahead.
And it's time to race, but Rainer's going to get stunned out that time. Lothair not able to sidestep out of the Immortal stuns. And that might be enough, yeah, will be enough for House of Chez to take a slight lead here.
Yeah. Interesting.
Wait,
like
wait, they're not attacking? Oh, they're clearing out the camp.
They had to clear that camp top, which allows the red team to get that quick clear.
Oh, yikes. That's it might be a mistake there for House of Chez. They got to recognize the Exterminator Rainer's on the map. He can basically clear that thing himself, and if you give enough time like that without respecting the race on a pretty even halftime, that'll be enough to get the first Immortal of the game. Of course, it's the weakest of the game, so might not end up being too much to worry about.
That is true. PRE did lose their wall and tower on the bottom lane for not clearing their camp during halftime. But blue team loses ETC.
Honestly, just zoned out that time by the Immortal stun. He couldn't walk through it, and then had to walk back into it, and there was enough damage nearby to pick up the kill. Now going to pressure onto this wall, already getting down one of the towers. There goes the wall, and the stun not going to land, so might not actually get this turret. Will they? Rainer's here. He'll be good, right? There it goes.
He will. Rain getting healed back up by those Jimmy potions. The other Jimmy doing lots of work here onto Flash, dropping to half health.
Zengaju in chat saying, @MurdaRG, where is the hype casting? Hello? Am I not hype casting? Are you? I think he's throwing the shade at me, Stoic.
Yeah, he is, as Chesmix slides in, finds big damage on a Jimmy, both of them, and Li Ming from the flank. Deleted.
Not gonna land the second orb, but here comes Cassia. Flash trying to find something, but good roots there by Deckard Cain with that scroll of sealing, gonna slow it down. Just the 1 kill for the side of House of Chez so far. About even on XP now after that one.
Yeah. Good equalizing kill there for House of Chez. That fight and so many others, their playoff chances are riding on every decision here. He looks for a slide, does not find it, but they get these goat throwers, goat spearmen brought in. Rain stepping up, looks for the condemn punish combo, doesn't find it. These orbs from the dude doing so much damage.
So while we might have a little brief moment here, let's talk about our bans. Remember, we had Rhaegar, Malfurion, Ana, and Anduin all banned out. That means we ended up seeing this Ariel pickup, Stoic. Do you feel as though this has been a hindrance and maybe slowing down the game plan at all for House of Chez?
You and all your servants in hell.
Not, I think that Ariel's healing has been pretty much online here with Deckard's this game. I haven't ever seen any moments where like, oh wow, healing really was holding them back. Oh my gosh. Lothair dropping very low here in that ETC power slide. But no, I think that obviously Caribou's practice with Ariel and the Cassia generation of Hope is quite strong to keep that healing coming.
Do you think we end up seeing the Resurrect or the Crystal Aegis? If I had to guess, it'll be the Resurrect here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what big ults they'd be preventing or big damage. I think Resurrect is the call. There's not any, stasis necessary that I can think of. I guess maybe the Kira spin, but I think it'll still be Resurrect. Blue team now aggressing onto this red Immortal.
And here comes Kira. Big spear in, follow-up, whirling blade, and Flash gonna have to back up, but Caribou nearby with a full hope bar, gonna get Cassia back above 50% health, but still stalling out this objective. See them just standing in the defensive positioning, waiting for level 10, is Phoenix Rising Emerald.
Yeah, they're gonna get this camp a little bit faster than their opponents. But in this situation, I think this favors the team with the Li Ming, who's able to hit those orbs from a distance. Rain takes about a third of his health bar and forced to pop Iron Skin.
Yeah, this
Level
is
10.
exactly why I wanted to see the Javelin Cassia, because in these moments, they can just be free poking in, not really worrying about a defense, still have all the ranged magic damage, and there's really no way that Johanna is able to stop all of it herself. Instead, here comes the attack from House of Chez, moving on to this enemy immortal.
Yeah, it looks like blue team's going to be willing to give up this first halftime as they grab this camp behind. But you know what? Maybe not even give it up because the defense is strong and it's still... Red team has not got to that halfway mark.
Level 10s both sides. It's not going to be the mosh pit. It is stage dive picked up for ETC. It'll be ball lightning leap. There's the crystal aegis. I don't necessarily agree with the pick, but that's what we're going to end up seeing. And it'll be
Leap.
wave of force for the Leeming.
Yeah, interesting call on the leap there. Sonya looking to get in the back line, probably to pressure that Deckard.
There's only one pick for Sonya. It's always leap, Stoic. You know that.
Today I learned, I guess.
That's just me, though. People will disagree. Here comes Cassie, a big fan. There's the leap from Ridley right on cue, getting the kill, and the stage dive in from ETC, gonna pick off Deckard Cain. Lazy Hydra low, he's gonna fall as well. A triple kill for House of Chez, looking for more. Lothair falling low, and Lothair will fall down. A quad kill for House of Chez. They're right next to this fort. And with all these minions and mercs nearby, they can easily pick it up as well as the Immortal.
Wow. You know, what? I don't even... That happened so fast. I'm not even sure what the, the instigating moment was for that fight there.
The leap, hello?
No, something happened before the leap. Something triggered that leap. It's true. Leap did play a crucial part of that fight. You're right. Leap is the pick here and gets value in that 9-minute fight.
Zengaju, is that hype enough for you, my dude? Did I bring enough hype that time? Having good fun with you guys in chat. Here comes the second Immortal, the first one of the game for House of Chez. It'll be pushing this top lane. They already have a nice advantage set up in the bottom lane. Sonya's going to stay down there with Kira. But let's follow the action here up top as this Immortal has a bit of a shield. We'll be staying in this ranged mode, maybe long enough to finish off this second tower. Indeed, that will be the case as it starts pressing forward onto the fort.
Wow, Li Ming with so much range damage here. The poke is just so strong this game. This is going to be a 2-fort advantage going in favor of House of Chez. This Immortal will fall shortly after, but with twice the structures, House of Chez looking in a strong position in this mid-game with game number 2.
Tower slide in, there's the Fen, but stay a while and listen, gonna slow it all down. Big area heal coming out from Caribou's Ariel, but stuck inside this Hyperion. I don't know, can they get away? Barely making it out as Chesmix. And look what saved the day. It was the Crystal Aegis.
Aegis value. There we cast or curse. We're stupid. What do we know? Aegis value right there.
What do we know?
Preventing that dread from killing ETC. Or whatever that thing is called.
7th Ace and Ektar in chat saying, let's go Ace, the Ace and Ace connection, Rutro. I was wondering, I was like, is this 7th Ace playing? And that's what I was checking pregame when I had Stoic off the screen. I was like, this isn't 7th Ace, is it?
Different Ace.
It's a different Ace. It's like the 2 arrows now. There's like
Yeah.
Arrow that everyone knows, and then there's Imposter Arrow. I call him Arrow 2.
Arrow RG and Arrow 2.
Here's another fog phase starting up as we see House of Chez here in the bottom lane clearing out this camp that was just secured from PRE. Will they be looking for some rotational ganks with the stealth? So far, no. They just might want to pressure directly in onto this keep wall. That's exactly what we're going to see out of the dude in this Leeming, continuing to get value with these big orbs from a distance.
Yeah, actually looking at Li Ming, opting not to go for the Calamity build at 7, picking up Seeker, looking to hit, counting on the damage that they can provide, excuse me, by hitting the same target with all 3 of their magic missiles.
Couple bruiser camps available on the map. Each side gonna be, ladies and gentlemen, and pick them up by themselves. There goes Ace grabbing it. Oh, wait, stalling it. Maybe smart. Here on the other side, we're gonna see House of Chez working on theirs. Caribou holding on to a full meter of hope. And they're gonna go ahead and grab theirs right away. As Immortal Phase number 3 is starting up, and both teams in aggressive posturing on their own sides of the map, able to push this towards halftime.
Here we're seeing the race is in favor of our blue team. About 1,000. Wow, almost exactly 1,000.
Oh, so implications here in chat. If other ace wins, 7th ace makes playoffs. Is that the case? Here comes the
Kira
fight.
slides
Kira's-
in, finds
oh.
the Sonya. Ridley falls. Looks like the Aegis maybe on the wrong target. Chesmix stage dives in, dropping quite low as Rain finds the condemn and the punish. Chesmix falling low. Rainer with the blind saves him as Chesmix walks away with 83 health.
Sorry, my dude, Stoic. I got super hyped on that start of the call. I was like about to say leap.
And then she's dead. You know what? Imagine if she had extra health and damage and all those things, you know?
Uh-oh, tough spot here for Ariel. 200 health. And the finish there from Cassia. Now finding another stun as well onto Cassia. A quick double kill, and this should be enough to get this Immortal, but they have to play a bit of defense as well. Rain's going to stay nearby, as Rainer up top will finish it off. Second Immortal of the game for Phoenix Rising Emerald.
You know what, though? Looking at the top lane, will this be enough to get 2 forts? The top fort is so low. These little minions that cannot. Unfortunate.
Not even with the help of those puppies either.
Oh, but a new puppy.
Uh-oh,
Kill
more
the-
puppies.
Kill the Dogmaster. But you know, with 2 here holding top, this should be a lot easier for them to get this fort bottom.
Well, Stoic, we still haven't discussed the results of our Game 2 poll. It's a 50-50 split from chat. They are undecided on who's going to win this. And we're looking pretty close. It's going to be 2 forts down on both sides once that little tiny bit of HP remaining goes down. This is a pretty good one so far.
Yeah, ETC now in that off lane position, soaking, knowing that he can stage dive in if needed by his team. Hyperion down, looking to get some damage on this keep.
They're going to find a bit and now start to disengage. Cassie going to try to keep him there. Here's a stage dive, landing on Orphea, and that'll be a kill penetrating round. Not enough from Rainer to make her survive. Stay a while and listen, going to lock in ETC as Lazy Hydra going in a bit deep that time with Cassie, trying to run away. Magic missiles and chase, but just far enough out of the range so far, or is he?
Oh my gosh. Oh. You know, Hydra, excellent peel there, helped his team survive, thought he might escape. Barely, just does not get out alive. Unfortunate.
This could be a really good opening now for House of Chez. They're going to be able to get a camp. They have a staggered death there on Kira. Is going to mean 25 more seconds till she's back up. Can they pressure onto this top lane keep wall, or do they just rotate around, continue grabbing XP, work on those level 20s? They're likely going to be there first now.
Yeah, you know, with this lane pushed out on the top so far, this this fort being low doesn't really matter. It not falling is actually quite bad with 3 spear giants and a catapult. This means that red team has to put intentional effort into pushing this lane.
Well, it's currently a half-level lead. They're up 7 kills to 6. I'll flash those on your screen. It's Cassia once again leading the way. Game 1, it was on the other team, though. But you can see just how strong this hero is, game after game, leading in the stat columns, and now pressuring onto this keep wall, trying to finish off that second tower that's still standing here. They decide to play it safe. Gonna back up and not want to lose any heroes before this objective.
Yeah, red team thinking about getting some kills there for a moment, but deciding to clear this Kata and Siege Giant, or Siege dudes, whatever they are, things. Rain looking here to see if he can get a little bit of a defense, but on an island, isolated, as there are 5 blue team members that he unstoppables away from. Halftime convincingly going in favor of House of Chez.
Oh yeah, they got the full double HP advantage heading into the second half. Going to be defensive positionings for both teams. Someone's going to have to be very aggressive and make a move to run in here, but I think the team with Li Ming ends up with the advantage. You see at level 16, picking up Mirror Ball is going to be a lot more damage for Johanna to step in front of, so we'll see if the dude can find any sort of positioning just like that to throw continual magic damage at this Immortal.
Yeah. Oh, Cassia and Ariel step away for a moment. Rain steps up, pushes the blue team back off their Immortal. Cassia zoned to this top side of this fight. Oh, Johanna against the wall, stunned.
Oh, 4-man leap. The spin's coming out. There's crushing jaws, but Deckard Cain is down. House of Chez still looking for more, and it's the dude with the resets picking up 3 in the fight. Can it be 4? No. Lothair is going to survive, but it's not going to matter. A wide open Immortal, and look how big this shield is going to be stowing.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. This bottom keep wall is gone. Raynor forced to respond in the bottom lane to clear out this camp. Luckily, the wave has pushed out top enough that Immortal's not going to get there too soon, but things are looking quite scary here for PRE as they're 2 levels behind.
Yeah, I mean, the scariest part is you only got 1 hero on the map. So if these heroes just run ahead of this wave and start working on the wall, they'll be just fine. And there they go. 1 second for Johanna. She'll be the first up. Then Deckard, Cain, Kira, and finally Orphea. But this thing's already through the wall, and with this shield, it's almost a guaranteed keep, Stone.
Yeah, if I'm red team, I concede this keep and hope to make the fight at the core. Looks like they have other plans. Rain stepping up. Trying to get in the way of all this damage coming out, but team has lost the keep. Deckard Cain finds a sleep on a 2. Aegis protecting there on the dude.
Oh my god. Once again, the leap is finding value from Sonya. Big magic missiles again from Li Ming. The dude is popping off. Now with 5 kills in the game, gonna tie up Cassia. Setting his sights on the core. Here comes Kira trying to do some damage onto Flash, but all 5 heroes are down. It is a mega kill, and ladies and gentlemen, House of Chez will keep their season alive for now. We're heading to game number 3.
Wow, excellent showing there. You know, Li Ming did not need Calamity, able to just line up those missiles and orbs to take people from, 60% health to 0, and able to just to combo that all together.
16-6 is the final score, with Li Ming popping off. Certainly, I think our game number 2 MVP, 6-0 for the dude, as, I think they also found a lot of value with those leaps. Sonya was jumping on multiple targets every time. That final fight, I believe it was 4 heroes getting hit. Oriole also with a really good Crystal Aegis, which separated Kira from her target. It, dropped the spear off while she's doing the spinning stun ability. What is that thing? I can never remember. Revolving sweep, that's it. Overall, I think House of Chez really proved that they're still alive in this set.
Definitely. Early game went in favor of PRE, I think. But slowly but surely, as that Li Ming, I really think it was that Li Ming Seeker did not take that as seriously as we should have early game, because that just got to be crazy damage by the time Mirror Ball came around.
So we're going to be taking our final break of the evening. I got to continue to thank you guys for being here. Currently 36 viewers checking out the conclusion of NGS season number 9 here for both of these teams. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. Game number 3 is up next. Welcome back, everyone. We are about to be loading into game number 3, an exciting one there. We just got done watching on Battlefield of Eternity. It's House of Chez keeping their hopes alive to make these Division B East playoffs. A win in game number 3 might seal the deal for them, but PRE's been looking really good tonight. They're currently sitting in that last place spot. Technically not last place because a couple teams did withdraw from this division, but either way, it's been an exciting match so far, Stoic.
Definitely has. Strong showing from both of these teams in the last games. It's going to come down to a best of one. That House of Chez needs to beat.
Time for
really
a shout out.
The monster that Phoenix Rising is showing tonight. Can they beat them to get that playoff spot?
Ektar in chat wanting to shout out Covey. What is up, Covey? How you doing? If you're here, welcome. If you're not here, I'm sad because you're like my favorite right now. But holy smokes, Cursed Hollow is going to be our final map of the night. A really big map indeed. We saw some fun play here the other night. It wasn't last night though, Stoic. You weren't here. But if you viewers... Oh, yeah, it was last night actually. I'm lying. That was last night. We watched Beast Coast and Gilly Shark play here.
We did. What a game.
That was a good game. But different teams tonight. I don't know if we'll end up seeing similar strategies. We've seen a lot of bans on supports thus far, and a lot of good play from Cassia's. Cassia currently 2-0 in this set.
So, Murda, do you think Cassia will make it through? Both teams have won with Cassia on their team. Will she make it through this draft?
If Omni's captain's banning, Cassia is at the top of my list. I've mentioned, I don't think the support bans are worth it anymore. There's too many solid supports. You can't ban them all. Unless if you, again, really, really, really hate playing against a Bloodlust Rhaegar for whatever ungodly reason, I don't think he's worth banning. I just don't.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
A new subscriber has been acquired.
We got a new subscriber coming in from JMac514. Appreciate you throwing that Twitch Prime over here at twitch.tv/murderrg. I appreciate it. And welcome to the RG family, my friend. Stoic, you got a Twitch Prime?
I do. Well, I don't know if it's available. I mean, I do have Amazon Prime. My Twitch Prime is not available.
I think you guys have phones. Like, that's an easy question. Like, the next time is going to be, do you guys have Amazon Prime? Because if you don't by now, you are certainly missing out. Not sponsored, by the way. I just really like the service.
Yeah, you should, what's it called? You should just get that Ninja clip and play it.
Does Ninja have a clip where he's like, Twitch Prime, drop them all?
Yeah, like 2 years ago. That was his thing.
Well, I don't know if you heard about Ninja, but he moved over to Mixer. You probably heard about that. But then just this past week, Mixer announced that they're shutting down and merging in with Facebook Gaming. So a few streamers that had signed exclusive deals like Ninja with Mixer, their contracts are now null and void. He's welcome to come back to Twitch, and I don't speak for Ninja, but I'd imagine that's what he's going to end up doing.
You know, I think that's what he's thinking, but if there's got to be some people out there who are wanting to lock down Ninja with some exclusivity to their platform. We'll see. I mean, ultimately Mixer didn't work out for them, but I can't imagine.
Big deal. It was like $10 or $15 million, something stupid like that.
There was a stupid amount of money offered, and I can't imagine that another platform will just let him go back to Twitch without at least considering bringing him onto theirs.
Absolutely. Well, for the third game in a row, it's going to be a ban onto Malfurion from Phoenix Rising Emerald. And is this Rhaegar? Yeah, it is. Obviously, these captains aren't listening to me. They don't care. I'm going to continue banning out these healers.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I was just quickly looking up to see on Mixer if there were any Heroes of the Storm viewers on Mixer. There are currently 0 viewers of Heroes of the Storm on Mixer.
Oh, God. Yeah, I have no reason to leave Twitch. You guys here are fantastic. Love the support. There's the ban on ETC. Gonna leave the Cassia as an option. Does she get banned out with this final ban, or else I think it's a snap pick for Lothair here in game number 3.
all right, let's assume that something else is banned. Let's say they ban Ana, I don't know, Deckard. Lothair takes the Cassia. What does the blue team do to respond? Like, do they have to ban Cassia, or is there a response to a team that takes a Cassia?
Well, if Cassia does get picked up and Johanna's not... Oh, there's Johanna ban. Okay. I was going to say Johanna would have been their pick. So this is Cassia. What else has been really good tonight? Nothing? We're going to get different tanks, though. Maybe end up seeing that Garrosh again. This has to be Cassia. If it's not Cassia, big mistake right now for PRE. There it is.
Yeah, definitely the Cassia here. I mean, is this like a Samuro Abathur? I don't think it's in House of Chez's repertoire, but maybe conceding the Cassia was to secure some kind of deadly combo like Mephisto Maiev or something like that.
Well, I mean, it'd be a great opportunity to grab it. Instead, they're going to go back to their Tassadar. They had this in game... No, they didn't. Wait. It was game number 1 for PRE. Okay, and the Deckard Cain as well has been played twice tonight by PRE as well, so they're taking away a couple heroes here.
Strong picks. Deckard, excellent healing. Tassadar, incredible poke. Lots of globals still in the field here for both of these teams on a very large map. Boss control heroes also still available. Something like a Falstad brings both to the table.
Yeah, and I think you can still make a case for a hero like a Greymane to come out. There's going to be Garrosh and Anduin's going to provide them, once again, a tank that Rain showed he wanted to play in game number 1. And this time going to have that Chastise from Anduin to help lock in a couple of those targets. But overall, not really showing too much with the comp. I mean, Cassie is just overall really good, right? Well-rounded hero. And taking that tank and that support is going to leave their final 2 picks, another damage and an offlaner available. I think they can go for something like a global, maybe even a Falstead for PRE.
Yeah, you know, I would like to see some of these teams, especially coming off of the matches from last night on this map, I would like to see these teams opt for a global or opt for a map-specific hero here. The Junkrat, the Chromie, you know, a standard draft can work well, but just mixing up a little bit can provide so much disruption and value to your opponent's strategy.
Well, they could potentially ban away another tank here. It will be Diablo banned out by Phoenix Rising Emerald. Going to make that pool a bit deeper now, and I don't really know what's going to make the most sense. Might even be something like a Muradin or an Anubarak to help get away from this Garrosh.
I'd say probably the Muradin. I wouldn't want to take Anubarak into Cassia very much.
That's true.
Probably the Muradin has some good lockdown. You know, hit a Q from Muradin, hit a Q from Tassadar. Oh, the Zul'jin to counter Garrosh.
Okay. All right, so we're starting to see some logical drafting here for House of Chez.
Is that some shade?
No, the shades are on my eyes right now, Stoic, okay?
Oh, yeah. Let me put some on, too.
There we go. Now we're both throwing shades.
Yeah, baby. It's so hard to see.
Picks 4 and 5 for Phoenix Rising Emerald on the clock here. What direction they want to go? Back to the Orphea, and for the first time tonight, we're going to call Urel's name for the Lazy Hydra.
Base Goat herself. Interesting picks here. Orphea played to great effect in the last 2 games. Wait, did we play her last game?
It was just last game. It wasn't game 1.
Wait. Orphea
was on House of Chez in game 1. You're right.
Yeah. So Orphea been here in all these games, as has Cassia. Leoric is the final pick, going up against the Urel. Both teams with 2 frontliners and 2 ranged damage dealers. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. That's the NGS standard as far as comps go.
Well, there's a lot on the line here in Game 3, Stoic. I got our Game number 3 poll open. Who's going to win this Game 3? Will it be House of Chez? Will it be Phoenix Rising Emerald? Of course, if House of Chez wins this, their playoff hopes are much better intact. If they drop this, I don't think it's looking good for them. Stoic, who do you think's walking away with this Game 3 win?
I voted against Cassia once. I won't do it again. I think that PRE takes Game 3 on the back of these, you know, powerful ladies they've drafted here. The Cassia, Urel, Orphea, all really strong. think the double X chromosomes are going to bring them to victory here.
Big thank you in chat to DFV Sulfide using that Twitch Prime. Appreciate your love, appreciate your support. Welcome to the RG fam as we load on in game number 3, Cursed Hollow. All the marbles on the line here for House of Chez. And let's start introducing some of these heroes. We got Caribou flashing up and down that cockatoo mount, playing the Deckard Cain. Over here at mid, we see Flash on the Zul'jin, the dude gonna pick up the Tassadar. Chesmix on the Muradin, and Ridley playing Leoric. Give it up for House of Chez.
And then the red team looking to disrupt and crush some dreams of NGS Season 9 playoffs. It is Ace playing Orphea, Jimmy on Anduin, Rain on Garrosh, the Lazy Hydra on Yrel, and Lothair once again on Cassia. It is Phoenix Rising Emerald.
Cassia was by far our Game 1 MVP. I didn't have a question in my mind at all. Lothair looked incredible on the hero. I'm expecting similar things here in game number 3. A bigger map, so it might not have as many fight opportunities, but so much stall with these javelins for Cassia. I'd love to see, again, some more of those javelin talents picked up, just map specific here on Cursed Hollow.
Yeah, I think you're out of luck.
I sure am.
Yeah.
We got a hydrate request. This one coming out from mbot1. Appreciate you allowing me to keep myself hydrated. Thank you.
Took a drink for you too.
Oh, that one's done.
It's a good sound.
Let's check out our top lane matchup, however. It will be Cassia versus Leoric. Not what I necessarily would have expected, as in the bottom lane, Yrel's down here looking for the kill onto Zul'jin early. Flash trying to get away, and will make it out to safety. Still no first blood here on Cursed Hollow.
You know, interesting choice here in these lane matchups, as now who takes this bottom siege camp for PRE?
Yeah, good point. It will be a bottom tribute first. We do see right now building up some of these shields are Anduin and Garrosh. Not really a target they're going to be able to kill, just a Muradin here. And he's got that Dwarf Toss. A nice tech pick in up against the Garrosh. So Rain knows, hey, this isn't really our target, guys. We can toss him, we can try to kill him, but without something like a Cursed Bullet on a Greymane, we're not going to have a lot of luck killing him.
Yeah. Cassia forced to rotate all the way from that top lane to that siege camp, as we talked about a moment ago. Interesting. Lots of time not spent in lane, but Cassia getting this siege camp. Will they opt to get their bruisers, though? Will they have time, as the blue team now has a level advantage?
And you know, Stoic, I'm so rude. We talked about it during the break, but we had a raid come through from MaestroCast. King Andrew, thank you for the raid. Thank you for sending some viewers over. If you guys missed games 1 and 2, obviously you can see the scoreboard. We're deadlocked heading here into game 3. And, what, Murda, you missed a kill. Murda, you missed
throw,
it.
stun, combo with Cassia Fen to the face of the Squishy Tass, and he is back to Ire.
Well, that'll be first blood as they clear up this bruiser camp at mid. Theirs is still available, but no one made the rotation over. Now Orphea might be in a bit of trouble up top, but she's a pretty nimble mage, able to shift around with all these lashes coming out.
You know what? Looking at Cassia's level 4, she's picked up Inner Light. There's one of your Lightning Fury talents.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted, right?
I think it makes
Looks like
sense.
it's time for a shout out.
We got a shout out request coming in from Arrow RG. He wants this one to go over to Recyclic, and you know, I'll shout out that boy any single day of the week. Zul'jin in trouble. Here's the leap in from Yrel, and that'll be the second kill of the game for Phoenix Rising Emerald.
Yeah, great throw and stun to follow up. Its first objective as well. PRE, they're starting strong here. Two
Looks
quick
like
kills.
it's time for a shout out.
Orphea's going to clean up the Siege Giant's top. They're looking pretty strong here.
We got another shout out request. That one's for me, so I'm just going to pat myself on the back and move on with my day. Checking out Yrel bottom lane. Now a more standard matchup here. Yrel versus Leoric. This is what I would have expected to start off the game, but they didn't find themselves in the lane, and we're on opposite ends for a bit. Now we have a tribute spawning up top. We'll see if these heroes want to rotate up there, or perhaps go ahead and stay in these lanes and continue soaking, continue fighting. Let the rest of the teams, team members rather, do their thing on that tribute.
Yeah, you know what? I think, though, it would be optimal here for the red team if while they get this bruiser camp, to stall this as long as they can, allowing that bruiser camp to get value middle. Especially with Urel and Leoric coming up now, I think red team has an opportunity here.
Level 7s for both teams. Look at Zul'jin getting that channel off and will not be interrupted in time. Nicely done, getting a little bit of benefit there from that force wall from the dude's Tassadar.
Yeah.
That'll be one tribute apiece now between both our teams.
Well done. Well done by the blue team to deny that. And the bruiser camp will get cleared for free.
Yeah, they needed to stall that.
Definitely.
The setup just, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, just wasn't really in the right spot.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to give it credit to Chez Mix for the good thunderclap.
Yep.
And Tassadar for that excellently placed wall, pushing Garrosh just out of range.
These stuns onto Cassia can give her trouble, so Leap of Faith having to come out from Anduin, and another rotation up top, and another pickup for Ace in this Orphea. Starting to look pretty good, maybe after playing game number 2 on the hero. Feeling in the rhythm right now, but rotating past Zul'jin, could find himself in trouble. Going to try to lash his way back up towards the safety of this tower. In chase is Murden. Ace falling low, but will make it back behind the wall to safety.
Yeah, Ace dancing with that shadow waltz here. Rain just chilling in a bush, gaining that snow, looking for anybody who wants to face check and have a bad time. Jimmy gonna channel this objective completely free, as red team now has level 10.
Yeah, and a nice full level lead set up as we have another raid coming in. This one from Moist Weenus with a party of 11. If I had my NGS chicken, I would be honking it right now, but unfortunately when I moved into my fiance's townhouse, packed it in a box and put it in storage because I didn't know how much room I'd have here. Shame on me, Weenus.
Blue team takes their boss. Red team is slightly behind on the boss call, but getting theirs as well. These bosses will kind of yin-yang in opposite lanes.
And still no level 10s. You see a level 11 now reached from Phoenix Rising Emerald. They got a nice lead, but finally reaching heroic talents, and we'll take a look at them right now on your screen. Will be the Taz Dingo for Zul'jin.
Looks like it's time for a shout-out.
You have to stay a while and listen. Still waiting on a couple more from Leoric and Tassadar. There's the Black Hole, and ooh, wow. March of the Black King in tandem with the Black Hole could be really interesting.
Looks like it's time for a
especially
shout-out.
with that level 20 upgrade when he just gets those ghosty boy arm things, whatever it's called.
And quickly, a couple shout-outs for Weenus and Jinxie Cat. You two are fantastic individuals. Thank you for casting so many NGS matches. Thank you for being here tonight as well. Hopefully you enjoy this game number 3. A lot on the line as we're going to be tied up on tributes, 2 apiece for each of these teams.
Bottom boss cleared quite quickly. Top boss left uncontested with about 6 minions behind it. Will take out this top fort.
Perhaps.
I mean, perhaps. There's a lot of minions behind it. That wave's stacking up, and if blue team is disrupted on there, it's going down.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Look at that go.
Look at all of those shooty boys.
That's a lot of
Archer
shooty
minions.
boys.
Man, shooty boys do lots of shooty damage.
A lot of mini Rainers out there. We got 69 bits now from Weenus. Thank you, my friend. Halfway through level 12 now. Phoenix Rising Emerald going to try to pick up 13s before this tribute, but I don't think they have enough time now. It's just getting announced. We're just crossing the 8-minute mark. Couple camps available on the map. One was just picked up by Zul'jin, and there is a bruiser camp nearby for Phoenix Rising Emerald as Murden's going to find Garrosh in the bush. Rain without his full team nearby might need to be careful. Urel's all the way down in the bottom and has a long trot to make it over here to this objective.
Curse point for both of these teams. Blue team wants this to go long. Red team wants to find a pick here. Get level. Oh my, the combo! But
Yeah, but the
Zul'jin not
Taz Dingo
falling.
popped. There's the Black Hole, but Zul'jin finally falls after Taz Dingo expires. A 1-for-1 as Garrosh falls for Phoenix Rising Emerald. Now on the backside is Urel trying to keep Murden back. Ridley falling low, and Leoric is down as well. Used that March of the Black King, but I don't think ended up netting a kill. Force wall down to slow it down, but here comes the Lazy Hydra with a lot of extra speed
Looks
being
like it's
provided.
time for a shout-out.
And that'll be enough space created to pick up the tribute and the curse for Phoenix Rising Emerald.
Yep. Curse point now, or curse, excuse me. Where can they find that value? Top lane Siege Camp is continuing to throw. It's going to take out quite a bit of damage. Lazy Hydra forced to respond top. 3 members of PRE looking mid. 4 as Rain shows up, looking to get some damage on this middle fort.
The only black cat in chat said chat instead of cat. Wants to shout out Ace in this Orphea play. Of course, it's not 7th Ace, right? It's Ace. It's Ace 2. Rain in a bit of trouble. There's a scroll of ceiling just to keep, try to lock in the Garrus, but wasn't quite able to. Now leaping on the backside is Yrel as that ball lightning's popping around from Loth there. Still trying to go in as Yrel as the rest of the team trying to finish off this fort. They should be able to get it down as starting to look at some minions there in the top lane as well. That can start pressuring onto that keep wall and nothing there to respond as this fort will finally go down. And bottom lane, I think it will too. There it goes.
It definitely will. Yep. All red team has to do now is kind of ride this one out. They can fall back, retreat, grab their camps, and they're in a commanding position with still all 6 of their buildings.
Yeah, Ektar also mentioning in chat, Cassia is OP and wasn't banned in any of these games. She's currently 2-0 in the set. Basically MVP numbers in both games. And neither side willing to ban her out. Instead, we saw a lot of support bans tonight. Rhaegar, Malfurion banned in all 3 games. We also saw bans onto Ana come out twice. And
Yeah.
Cassia's just getting to run free.
Yeah. Now here with about a little bit of a level advantage. Lothair leaving his camp, opting to time it probably with the objective. Red team looking to make some value on the map. Where are they looking to find it, though? Opting to just hide in a bush.
Well, they just want 16 right now. There's really no rush, no race, no need for a fight. They got Yrel split out down bottom, waiting for that wave to pressure all the way towards the fort. Orphea playing aggressive, kind of sneaking around the bushes and hanging out around the top lane most of this game.
Fair.
And
Possibly grab 16, go for the boss steal. Maybe that's their thought. Maybe they just want to get their own boss.
Yeah. I don't even think they are thinking about the boss. No one's nearby. No one's checking it. No one's got vision on it. And it's already about halfway dead. This should be looking good for HOC.
Yep. Red team now looks like they were opting to get for their boss. But you know what? Murden already on his way. This is, with a curse going top, this could be a fight over this boss.
It's certainly going to be here in time. The Muradin running very quickly. Has the vision. Missing a Stormbolt, however. Here comes Garrosh trying to pressure him back. They might need to leash this boss off. And remember, that boss is in the bottom lane right now. It's pushing through the fort. And they are on curse point. If they grab this, could be detrimental for Phoenix Rising Emerald. Here comes the Avatar from Chesmic stepping in. Light Bomb in response, and Muradin's down just like that. Even through that Avatar. No problem for Phoenix Rising. Now looking really good to pick up this tribute. Ridley with the March of the Black King trying to get some health back, but will eventually fall. There goes the dude as well. It's a triple kill for Phoenix Rising Emerald and a wide open tribute.
So now, if you're PRE, do you push with this boss to try and take top keep, or do you protect your own bottom keep? Or do you try and do both?
This boss is not going to get the keep. Catapult's here. It's locked in, doing a lot of damage. Of course, the tower's still standing as well. That boss is going down before getting through the wall.
Didn't even notice, so I guess that's definitely the right call, is pushes 5, top lane.
And I got to apologize, my phone is pinging and dinging. Sorry about that, Stoic.
It's all good. I don't care.
This top lane keep, however, it's going to be in a lot of trouble. Boss still standing here, but 5 heroes now back on the map. Can they make this defense? Looks like everyone from PRE is willing to run away. They don't want to die here. They still know they're up against a curse point on the opposite end, so they got to play safe. They got to play smart, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Look at Yrel here, jumping over this wall to get this stall here, knowing where the blue team is going to be. Excellent play there. They need to just buy themselves a couple more seconds for Ace to get in a position to grab this, which will even this up, being curse point again for both. And Yrel jumping, stunning the Leoric, and the stall is there. Well played.
Beautifully done there by the front line. Garrosh and Yrel in combo to make sure those heroes can't make it. And yeah, I think you're absolutely right. The Yrel, played by the Lazy Hydra, making that nifty hop over the wall to be in position for that initial dismount. That's a smart veteran move.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that is a play that would never get on a highlight reel, but definitely secured that objective for them just in that single ability usage. Well done.
And now we will see both of our teams at curse point once again now for Phoenix Rising Emerald. They've already had their one curse already. If they get a second one, should be good enough to at least find one keep, maybe even more. And being up 8-1 in kills, they have a level and a half lead right now, looking really good as your odds-on favorite to win this game number 3.
Shall we see who gathers?
Yep, PRE looking to, they know that they've got a full level advantage. They don't want to press anything too early here. They're looking to see what they can find.
They do find a Zol Jin. Now the ball lightning gonna pop around and get the finish onto him after Taz Dingo pops. There's the March of the Black King from Ridley as Chez makes falling low in the backside. Pops the Avatar now. Ridley having to Wraith walk away. Here comes Yarel. Does she have the big mace slap? Yes, she does. But sends him in the wrong direction. Leoric's going to fall anyway. Still hopping around. Still trying to chase down this Murden. A third hop. Can she get the swat? She can. Chez makes in trouble, but the force wall going to keep everyone from PRE back. Oh no, Tassadar. Oh no, Tassadar. Oh my god, this could be the game. House of Chez with the triple and the curse, Stoic.
Excellent play there. You know, that curse, what a timing on that curse so that that keep was not a threat, and I think this is going to be game. With Leoric back in 5 seconds, blue team has a chance, but 20's online.
Muradin gonna survive, barely gets a potion from Deckard Cain. A lot of damage coming out from this chorus. Leoric's gonna respawn, trying to make sure no one's taking the shield down. And they get the kill onto Garrosh. Yarel here at mid pops the Ardent Defender. Leoric's gonna fall near the top lane. I don't know if they can core anymore without Rain on the Garrosh, and now maybe without Yarel. She doesn't have Ardent Defender anymore, and she goes down.
Wow, you're right. A little bit great defense there by the blue team. House of Chez shutting that down, but you know what?
Oh, Ace! Oh, Ace! Oh my god! Orphea picking up the triple. They're picking her like that was the play of the game. Coming right at the end, even almost finishing off Tassadar. Only one hero still stands. A lot of minions approaching this core, and the shield is down.
Yeah, you know what? And even if they don't get the core, which they certainly will, they're going to get this bottom keep. Tassadar with a heroic defense, but Ridley going to try and do his little ghosty boy sleepy walk. Not going to be enough.
Light Bomb doesn't hit anything, still 10% on the core, but that's got to be it. The fantastic plays at the end from Ace on this Orphea, shadow waltzing, chomping, and biting his way to victory. Absolutely thrilling finish. It'll be Phoenix Rising Emerald playing the role of spoilers tonight up against House of Chez, presumably knocking them out of playoff contention.
And you know what? If I'm not mistaken, I think this is PRE's first series win of NGS Season 9, and it was an excellent one. Unfortunate, I could be wrong, but I think so. Excellent games. I mean, Game 1 and 3, very strong showing. Game 2 as well, could have gone their way. I mean, House of Chez they came to the wrong day to fight PRE.
What a finish there. Ace is absolutely going to be our MVP, even though Lothair, fantastic game in his own right. 9 kills, 0 deaths on the Cassia. Cassia ending this set 3-0. She won all 3 games, swapping between both these teams. But that finish, my god, if that doesn't make some sort of highlight reel, I don't know what will.
Yeah, that really was quite an incredible finish there. I mean, Ace and Lothair looking at those damage numbers, both of them almost doubling the damage from the top on the blue team. 61 and 64,000 respectively. Impressive work there from our ranged assassins.
I'm going to try to get an interview set up. I'll see who Lothair wants to set in, but do you want to meet us over in the NGS lobby, Stoic?
I'm already there.
All right, I'll see you there in just a second. Oh, hey. Look at Rain, your NGS Discord tag still
I'm
says
still Region. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that one was like season 4 or 5 you were with us?
Yeah, eons ago.
Eons ago. Let me swap on
Back
over
when
here
there
to
was
my other
one
team.
Regen team.
There was just one, and you were a part of it, my friend. Wow. So my friend Stoic says that might have been your first series victory of the season. Is that the case?
He would be wrong. He would be pretty
Shoot.
close. But he's wrong. We
That was-
had one real win and 2 technical wins. We won 1 series against a group and 1 team forfeited.
Okay. All right. Well, congrats. Tonight you guys were with an opportunity to really play the role of spoilers up against House of Chez. And that's exactly what ended up happening. An exciting matchup, 3 full games. And tonight, I think the big storyline, if you didn't notice it, we certainly did. Cassia, Cassia was a menace in all 3. Played by you, 2 of those, Lothair. You want to talk about the hero really quick?
So I feel like Cassia has a lot of options available to her right now in like a lot of the different paths that she can go. If you need to opt into the slow at 7, she can do that, which really synergizes with a lot of the rest of her kit. She shuts down a lot of the other top assassins with her blind. She's just able to do a lot of different things in her roles, and even if she doesn't do one thing really, really well, she does a lot of things well.
Well, it looked good. Curious for me is tonight we saw a lot of bans coming out onto the supports, and I mentioned during the cast how I feel as though there's really so many viable healers out there right now that teams can be picking. Why so much focus on Malfurion? We also saw some focus banning away the Ana, and of course on their side, they took away the Rhaegar all 3 games. Why do you feel as though that was the case tonight?
Rain, you want to take that?
Yeah, so our scouting showed they played Malfurion a ton, and so we were trying to put them off edge a little bit. We figured that's an important part of a CC train and something that a lot of their team fights have been built around in the stuff that we saw. So that's why we focused so heavily on Malfurion. When they would return ban the Rhaegar or things like that, then we said, okay, now the sort of best supports left are kind of Ana, Whitemane, Anduin, and if we can kind of get those under control and we see like, okay, they don't play Whitemane, now we can kind of get them down to like those tier 2 supports and kind of give ourselves a tier 1 support and try and work that way.
Okay. All right. Well, at least we got in your brains a bit on that one. Game number 1, it was Volskaya Foundry tonight. It kind of was back and forth a bit. But ultimately, it was enough protectors to finish it off. What moment in the game was it that really turned around? I know you guys had like a full arsenal of turrets at one point, but it was looking a little dicey almost. You want to walk us through those end moments if you can remember?
Oh, it was both their shot call. Yeah. All him.
Yeah. Legit, what pretty much happened is we looked at the map, we said, should we invade? The answer was no. And then I thought about it for a second, and I'm like, why wouldn't we? We have 4 items. They have like 1. Just run it down. If they fight us, we get it anyway and we kill them, or we just get a 5th item. And it just happened that like they came up, they decided to fight for us so that we don't have the 5th item, and we just managed to pull out the team fight.
Stoic, you got anything game number 1?
So game number 1, control point C. House of Chez has it like 50-60%, and your whole team decides to go and grab that 5th item as Hydra is respawning. I'd love to hear about 1, that call to, concede the objective, and then 2, the flank call while they had the objective up.
I'll take the first part. You take the flank, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when it came to that call, we thought about it for a second. I believe at that point our fort was either gone or really low. I knew that we couldn't actually reinforce with it if we had it. So with Hydra still being respawning, if we actually try to contest the point, that's going to be a really disadvantageous fight for us. We still had a little bit of an advantage if we just went top. We could grab the heal camp and we could try to fight them outside the protector, and that's what we tried to go for.
So our favorite way to lose on this map, this is kind of our home base this season, where we pick this map every time, and our favorite way to lose it is to get the protector and then wipe, and just like have the other 3 outside the protector just get annihilated. And so we're like, hey, I wonder if that would work on them, and so we tried it, and it worked really well.
It did, but like really the most important part was the angle you guys attacked them at. I think you caught them off guard, and they also had the Deathwing split out at the same moment. Did you recognize Deathwing wasn't there?
We thought Deathwing was in the air, and we were expecting them to drop down any second, so we were a little surprised. But we figured without them having a lot of peels immediately with the Deathwing in the air, that we'd at least get one of them with a good throw spear and get 1 pick and then defend. We weren't expecting it to go as well as it did.
Well, that's pretty much what sealed it on Volskaya. I know there was one more fight after that, and it was Cassia really finishing the job there. But let's move on to game number 2, Battlefield of Eternity. And this is where you guys started slipping back in the set. Of course, you ended up dropping it. A little bit of trouble working on those Immortals, it seemed, even though you guys had the Rainer, maybe a bit of an advantage over what sort of race they had with just the Li Ming, and they also had the Cassia. But do you feel as though you guys didn't play it right, or did they just play it a little bit better?
That Li Ming was so good.
Yeah. For me personally, there were 2 things I pointed to. First, mechanically, I was not playing well on game 2. I think I got hit by Immortal Stuns like 7 times that game.
I called one
like
of them
I was
out.
just absolutely eating it. And at the same time, Li Ming was just on point on their hits. I got hit by 4 rounds of like magic missiles many times, just taking that secret damage over and over. It just had me on point.
There's one time you complained like they just one-shot me. It's not fair.
In the very final, there were 2 points for that. First was on the bot camp. It was like 98%.
Oh yeah.
From a orb and a magic missile, and in the last one, that magic missile with like the 5-shot and seeker did over 2,000 damage, which was just, it hurt.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt. Stoic, I know you had some questions about Battlefield.
Yeah, so Battlefield's such an interesting map. I'd love to hear, though, rewinding a little bit into that draft. Cassia, cleared the way for victory in game 1. Were you expecting them to pick Cassia in game 2? Were you willing to, give the Cassia away? I'd love to just hear thoughts about that hero in particular.
I wish we'd had more of them. We slipped up there, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
I think our thought process at the time was that we still had options open. We were like, okay, yeah, Cassia is one of the best picks here. If we leave it open with others, we'll be able to get the other one. And it just didn't pan out that well because Cassia is just better.
The other one being the Joanna, because the tanks are really thin right now, with 2 of them being like hard banned, and then the tank pool already being so limited.
Right. When we take the 2 tanks off the table with like the bans on the actual game plus the 2 bans of just default, that's half the roster gone, pretty much.
Well, that kind of will segue into game number 3, where that strategy ended up having to come out. You guys banned away the ETC, they banned away the Johanna, but you were able to get the Garrosh for Rain. He already showed he was willing to play it in game number 1, and it put them really deep into that pool now, having to pick up the Muradin. And I don't know if they ever really felt confident enough to make it work. What are your thoughts on how that kind of played out? And did you feel as though you really got them exactly where you wanted them, forcing them onto the Muradin?
I think that was our best draft, and that's exactly what we were planning. We were saying, okay, what tanks are we scared of here? A Nubrak? No, we'll shred it. Like, Muradin, I guess, is their best option. And, well, their CC is pretty bad if we can dance around minion waves early and stuff like that. Not a lot of gank potential. So I think we definitely were able to pigeonhole there, and that was actually planned, unlike the second draft.
Yeah, another thing is that I felt like our comp was very good into Muradin, because a lot of Muradin's defense comes from actually being able to dwarf toss in to get that armor. Otherwise, he doesn't have that much effective health. So if we're able to engage on him like we do with the Garrosh, though, we have enough front-loaded damage that we can really put a lot of heat on him at the start of a fight.
Yeah, I think that's spot on. The other big highlight outside of, we can mention Cassia again. She was great in all 3 games, but in game number 3, especially there in the ending sequence, I know Ace isn't here with us right now, but do you want to walk us through that play and how hyped your comms must have been when he cleared that out?
Yeah, we all just started pinging him. Oh my god.
I saw the pings.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's been a rock for us all season and one of the highlights of our team. He's definitely carried us in games in the past. And he called for Orpheon draft, and we were all really excited about it. We thought it went really well with the Cassia because they both kind of move forward and are at that short range. We want our DPS to be synergistic, and so we were really excited about the pick, and he just played it phenomenally.
Yeah, it was outstanding. Stoic, Cursed Hollow, what do you got for these guys?
Shout out to Hydra if he's still here. I said this during the cast, but I really think that the final nail in the coffin there for House of Chez was when Hydra jumped over that wall to be in that bush, to be able to get that swipe to slow them down, so that I think it was Jimmy could cap that objective for you guys, tying it to 2-2.
Yeah, that was a big moment because it prevented them from ever getting a curse there in that entire game.
I was really proud with how we set up the tribute phases in that map. If we look back at the first match of our season, we were horrible on this map, and I remember watching it the replay, and we'd finally get a kill, and then we'd all split up and look for clues and get nothing accomplished, and we'd be late to objectives. And I just was really proud to end our season on this, where we're showing up early to objectives and we're able to just zone them out and never even have to fight.
You know what? Was it Kala who, when he was coaching Team Rainbow Strike Go back when John Knight 1 was playing for them, talks about that? And I think you guys would have made him proud in the way that you were set up for each of those curses. It was excellent. It was a well played map. I think one that people could take home and watch on how to win on Cursed Hollow.
That's all I got. Stoic, if you're out of questions.
No, I just wanted to sneak that last compliment.
You know what? I do have one more. I do have one more. Season's obviously over. Tonight was your last game. A big win. But what's up next for PRE? What's going to be happening during the off season while NGS is taking a bit of a break?
All you, Captain.
Well, the biggest thing that's going to be going on is figuring out a bit of a roster reorganization, because we know that some people aren't going to be able to be here. So the biggest thing is probably going to be having to go through and practice and go through the growing pains all over again.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to kind of split, I think. Lothair and Lazy are going back to an old favorite team that they played on years in the past. And then I'm actually picking up Stoic for my next roster.
Oh.
And we'll keep the Phoenix Rising trend going with that one.
Okay. Well, I'm out of questions. A big win tonight. You guys look fantastic in games 1 and 2. 1 and 3, rather. You get the win. And you shut down House of Chez. They're going to hate you for a bit. I promise you that. But before I let you go, I got to give you guys both some time for some shout-outs. The floor is yours.
I just want to thank Sweet Buns for coaching us so much. He spends a lot of time with us individually, coming up with really creative drills that help us really evolve as players. I know I am a much different player at the end of the season than the beginning, mostly in part to him.
Yeah, I'm in a pretty similar boat. I really feel like the support that we've gotten in Phoenix Rising Emerald has been like phenomenal, and I'd also like to thank like you two for like doing such a good cast.
Well, thank you. I know you didn't get to listen to it yet, but I'll take the credit.
Hearing it. I was self-conscious. I was like, man, are they really saying my Casio is good? That makes me feel like so desired. I thought I played like poo-poo.
Well, I'm still looking at the game 3 stats, dude. 9-0, top hero damage in the game. I mean, you can't deny it.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, that'll be it. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you for the kind shout out there. And best of luck in the off season and whatever you guys do next.
You too.
Have a good one.
We'll try to get Stoic back on the line for us, everyone. Let's see. Start a call. Turn this back on. There's Stoic. How's it going, my man?
It's going good. Happy to see that win from PRE, a team that I've played in a couple of practices with. They're well above my league, but I like those guys.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, this matchup tonight. House of Chez, if you're out there, I've been following you guys for a couple seasons, try to pick up your matches when I can. You're an exciting team to watch. Please don't let tonight's result get you guys down. I don't know if there's any outside hope that maybe some other things happen that they can still get in. Of course, they do now have 15 points, tying them with Boogan's squad. I'm going to check their matchup. How did that one go between those two teams? Who holds the tiebreaker?
I was going to look at that, too.
Where is it? Is it on here? It is. Here it is. View match info. Oh, House of Chez does hold the tiebreaker. So as long as another team doesn't get more than 15 points or enter a 3-way tie, they kind of still have a chance.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
So...
Oh, wait.
No. No, so House of Chez ties with Boogan Squad for 9th place.
Oh, I didn't refresh. It just changed. Then someone else must have played tonight, no?
Maybe? No, I think this is all how it was.
Oh.
Because, right, House of Chez needed to win 2 to tie for 8th place.
Oh.
They needed to dominate to secure their spot.
Oh, yike. Okay, yeah. Eesh. Well, I guess they are done. I still love you guys. And it proves I'm not great at math today.
But I also think someone might have played, because that can't be right.
Yeah, something switched around in the meantime. I don't know exactly what.
But you know what? We were right. Either way, they needed to win tonight to make it to playoffs, and it didn't happen. So,
well, Stoic, again, a pleasure to be able to cast with you. I'll give you a few moments if you have anything to say, if you care to let them know where to find you.
Yeah, you can go. Please follow me on Twitter, HLS Stoic. Follow me on Twitch as well. I'm really pushing for affiliate, because I realized that if I do channel points, I could just do a pure drinking stream.
Oh gosh, there you go.
Of just all this water. So, please follow me on all my socials. I'm like super active. You won't regret it.
Well, I'll let you get out of here quickly so you can get back to that. Guys, if you want to follow me here on Twitch, that would be fantastic. But I do encourage you, if you haven't already, find me on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button over there. It's free, and I'm getting very close to 100 subscribers there. If we get a custom URL, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Big shout out to those of you who did those subscriptions tonight. A lot of love coming out. A lot of raids as well. You guys are fantastic. You know who you are. It's been a great set. Going over to Phoenix Rising Emerald. That's going to be it for tonight. I've been Murda. He's been Stoic. You guys have been fantastic. And we'll be seeing you in the Nexus.
And there's the tranquility again from Alperian, keeping targets up as Ragnaros landing a 4-man Sulfurous Smash. Durance of Hate from Mephisto, and this combination executed perfectly at the end of the game.
From Alarak, make it a quad kill set up by that East.
Wow, did you see that mosh pit? 4-man mosh pit while on a conveyor belt. That was like a regular sushi line.
Nubrak, 4 at 50%. Both cores are just absolutely melting. Which one's going to go down first? I think this is going to be Respect the Gooses. Oh my goodness.
Ring. Oh my goodness, the ring. Jaina just blowing up everybody here. That's a 4, making 5
And it
for
does
nothing.
not fall up. What a play. Oh my God, somebody please clip that.